Different projects have been undertaken across the globe to preserve the rich culture and heritage. Taking the lead in India, Rajasthan, which is home to princely forts and architectural marvels. Plans to preserve its monuments and attract more tourists with the help of architectural models and 3D walkthrough videos. Backed by Department of Information Technology and Communication, this is first of its kind initiative in order to recreate heritage structures in case anything happens to them due to natural calamities in the years to come. Let's hear it from GOITC officials and the supporting staff how they really made this happen with the help of world-class technology and solutions.
Looking to the modern trends in the tourism industry, if you see people, whenever they want to visit any places, the first thing they will go and look the website. So in order to increase their curiosity to higher dimensions, we thought, why not we make a 3D model of our all heritage and monuments, so that the people at all part of the world, they can see our forts, palaces, 3D models. That will increase their curiosity, and that will be a good boost to the tourism of Rajasthan industry. At the same moment, when we are introducing the 3D architecture model of the monuments, we are also preserving the heritage structure. This is one of very important for Rajasthan, preserving the structure, and that also with a very good accuracy. That is 1:1 scale. And that was our thought, our vision when we started this. Once we create that infrastructure of 3D, and then we thought of why not a walkthrough. Then we had a 3D walkthrough. Now we have already completed around 7 structures in Jaipur: Jantar Mantar, Albert Hall, Hawa Mahal, 7 gates of the cities, Udaipur Palace. So we have completed, and now what we see, when we have put in the virtual tour in our tourism website. Now the younger generation, the students, everywhere, they are seeing it, they are sharing it in the website. Such excitement we are seeing. So we have created an infrastructure which is going to not only boost the tourism but also increase the educational value. Now that we have created these 3D architecture models and the 3D walkthrough models of these heritage monuments, Jaipur is also in the process of being a smart city. So when we are going for the smart city, these monuments will be an important part. How do we create the immediate neighborhood? When we have a 3D model, then it determines the rules of the development of the nearby regions. There it will be an integral component. So it's a part of that. And how we are going to important other structures of other buildings. There whatever we have learned in this process, we'll use it. So it's a part of a 3D smart city process. We want the world to see the new technology, see their monuments, come and feel it in the Rajasthan. The challenge was huge. In fact, this was the first of its country in the kind. So first was adopting the technology. So we went for a class technology for Autodesk, in which we had faith. They had done remarkable job in other places. Autodesk not only helped us in scanning, but also through the 3D walkthrough of the monuments, through its different solutions. In any case of national disaster, or if anything happens to these monuments, tomorrow we can create it, we can restore it. So we have that ability, we have that thing. That itself is a great thing for the Rajasthan.
First and foremost initiative which we have taken is the GIS mapping of each and every heritage in the state. as I said, we have identified more than 40 cities where we are taking up this project. What we'll do is that we'll identify each and every heritage property in the state, including private or government or public, whatever it is, and we'll map it on the GIS based platform, and we'll also have the MIS of those heritage buildings. What you have taken up is the 3D modeling through Autodesk, which the government of Rajasthan has taken in Rajdhara project, would play a very, very important role in that component, that aspect. The government of India have also realized this important part, especially in the states like Rajasthan. They have selected 12 cities throughout the country into Hriday project, that is heritage, major heritage based project, wherein the heritage mapping is the major component of that. Earlier it was not at all there. So now the government of India, after realizing this important component, they have also initiated this, and under Amrit also they have a component of heritage based infrastructure development. So the technology support which has been provided by Autodesk through this 3D modeling would help a lot into that. Today, if we have a 3D model of each and every heritage building, heritage property into our record, we will never lose the originality of that property.
There is a biggest challenge is to get the permission from the authorities of private properties, and then there was getting traffic streamlined while peak hours. Then there is a heavy tourist footfall. Another challenge is like getting the accurate data of these historical monuments, as these has to be used in the conservation and preservation of historical data for the future use and future reference purpose. So getting the accurate data was also one of the biggest challenge.
To start up with, what we felt is like a as-built model which is required, okay, from a digital preservation perspective. Just to maintain and avoid that kind of scenario wherein any kind of disaster comes, how you are going to recreate your structures. So we feel like, say, we need the design documents, we need the blueprint, and we also require the dimensions by which you will be able to recreate those things. So we created this kind of monuments where we feel like, say, it is going to definitely reflect the rich culture of Rajasthan, and how a particular, for instance, a citizen of other country who is planning to visit India, and prior to visiting India specifically for Rajasthan, and they get to know, like, say, how rich is the culture, how complex is the monuments, and they get a glimpse out of that using a little web medium. So by which what we have currently done is we have published all these monuments in a video format as well as a walkthrough manner. So we have done a as-built model using starting with a LiDAR scanning. So this is a good method of capturing your orthophoto as well as detailing in terms of the point cloud data that it produces. We have processed that data using Recap, and that is a unique software, so which helps us to create the scan to BIM perspective. Once that point cloud data is created, we get the actual measurement, and through which we generate detailed design documents, a structural model which is using Revit. Post that, what we have done, we have created a textured model out of that. So we have used 3D Max, and we have done a little rendering. So I feel that is Maya, so through which we have done that particular part, as well as 3D Max partially, and some of the games that we have created, so wherein Maya was also used. Parallel to that, we are also planning for games, so which are like interactive games through which people can learn the history about that particular monument, what went behind, okay, so how this structure is unique and what is the history behind that. So that is going to help both the tourists as well as citizens. So any city has various infrastructure elements, so starting from your flyovers, you have metro rail that is coming up, you have new buildings which are coming up, even some of the other heritage structures which becomes a part of the city. So we have already covered this heritage portion. Now we are moving towards creation of the 3D city. From a security perspective, so it is a city surveillance element is already inbuilt and which is going to get established soon. There are few recent initiatives that you I think are aware about. So there is the earthquake that happened in Nepal, okay, and we're lucky that we started this initiative even much more prior to that particular situation, thanks to Autodesk.
We have created necessary infrastructure including server-side hardware and software platform, client and desktop level infrastructure. With regard to implementation of integrated decision support system of geospatial data, undertaking 3D modeling of selected heritage monument and structure, and undertaking image interpretation tasks. 3D modeling initiatives using Autodesk Infrastructure Design Suite and Entertainment Creation Suite. As a way forward, Amer and Kumbhalgarh forts are now being taken up as a next step in the journey of creating 3D models. Now, government is also planning in the process of establishing a GIS-based 3D city platform for Jaipur to undertake effective urban planning and construction of new infrastructure. This will help in disaster management, traffic management, etc. The 3D city will further be integrated with property tax management, utilities, SCADA and other transitional systems for automation and effective monitoring.
When we talk of benefits for different stakeholders, common man using Rajdhara portal can easily search and locate point of public interest like health centers, education institutes, schools, e-mitra, CSC centers, tamasha camps and various other government offices and other establishments. He can navigate and route through the map. He can search nearby for identifying facilities surrounding any selection of location. He can update information on natural calamities, environmental changes and disaster, etc.
This unique initiative by the government of Rajasthan has already won appreciation by His Highness Arvind Singh Mewar, Chairman and Managing Trustee for the Maharana of Mewar Charitable Foundation, Lakshraj Singh Mewar, Trustee for Maharana of Mewar Charitable Foundation, and Ritesh Kumar Sharma, Director for Archaeology and Museums for Government of Rajasthan.